All right, so boom, turn me up, don't turn me down. We back at it with another video today. We got Super Bowl post-game interviews. We're going to start it off with Nick Sirianni and Brandon Graham. Let's get it.
Sirianni.
All right.
You can laugh at
so in this video, I think they interviewed Saquon, Jalen Hurts. I think Chiefs players. I don't think Travis Kelce got an interview. I'm not sure, but we're going to see. We're going down the list right now.
Graham, who came back after missing the last 2.5 months with that triceps injury, good enough to join us here. When you see that board, Coach, that's pretty damn good, isn't it?
You know what I tell our coaches before every offseason? You want to know what the secret to good coaching is?
What?
Yeah, come on in. Get good players.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We got great freaking players.
Carl Shannon.
You can't be great without the greatness of others. And this is the most ultimate team game there is. I've said that probably 50 times tonight. You can't be great without the greatness of others, and it takes everybody in this awesome game.
I keep asking all the players, what was the preparation like? It felt like you guys knew everything Kansas City was doing, special teams, offense, and defense. Wherever they were going to go, you had a guy there to either block or tackle. Guys were making plays. What was this week like for you as a coach and also as a player as well?
You know, obviously, offensively first, Coach Spagnuolo was going to create some issues, right? So it was really critical that we were on the same page, playing our rules, that you go all the way back to training camp of the rules that you have, because you don't know where it's coming from. So you got to play your rules and be ready to adjust. I think we did a good job of that on offense. Defensively, we knew how important it was going to be to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Be for real, though. Did y'all really think that this Super Bowl was going to be a blowout? I think everybody expected this to be like a competitive back-and-forth game. I don't think nobody really expected this to be a blowout. Like this, though? Like, that is insane.
Me and BG were kind of talking after every sack. Well, that's one. That's two. That's three. I mean,
yep. Come on, count it up. Patrick Mahomes was tasting that Super Bowl grass all goddamn game. 1, 2, 3. Goddamn, it was like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Today, we're gonna make a T-shirt on that.
And we had 15 pressures.
Oh Lord!
All those stats right there, man.
But you know, we needed to win up front, and you're playing against one of the best players of all time with Patrick Mahomes, so we had to be able to play the second play that he's so good at. Special teams-wise, we talked a lot about how good their field goal block unit was, and our guys did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
You know, I love, you know, Fred Johnson and Mackay, Jordan Davis, Jordan Mailata on that team, and we were able to be perfect out there on field goal.
Brandon.
Okay.
We didn't know if we'd be seeing you.
Brandon Graham.
How tough was it week after week saying, man, this team is great. We keep winning, and I might not be a part of this, and then to find out you were going to be. I mean, the energy just must have been through the building for you.
It was through the roof for me.
Dang, that's insane. One of the 4 Eagles players remaining from the Super Bowl, from the last Super Bowl that the Eagles won. That was back in what, 2016, 2017? Damn. It was that long ago?
I've made it back.
That is crazy.
The same as far as, you know, I stayed in shape. I worked. Talk to coach all the time, like telling them, hey man, I'm having fun, even during the storm. And
I was like the last time the Eagles won a Super Bowl, I was like in middle school or something, right? 2016, 2017. Yeah, I think I was like in my last year in middle school or something. That's insane.
And then I'm gonna see what happens. And so it's just, I think the training staff, the weight room staff, all them guys, I mean, they just kept me in it. And I had a couple people that had this injury before. They told me by 2.5 they was feeling good, so I went for it. And I'm thankful that they activated me, and I was able to go out there and make a couple plays today.
I gotta let our viewers in know a little something. I went to training camp this year in Philly, and BG told me they would be here in this moment. He said, look, it's only the Super Bowl or nothing. So I gotta thank you on that. Coach,
I was saying take every day one at a time.
No,
you were already
I'm already there, baby. I'm already there. I
went to the broadcast boot camp, and he helped out. They helped out a whole lot. And I was like, man, if we stay with the details, like you said, we can't be great without the greatness of others. And I seen that we had that, but we had to make sure we executed. Because, I mean, as you know, great teams, they got to execute. And that's what we did. Them little things. We protected the ball. We stayed together. We had some adversity this year. I had to take some hits with comments I made, all that stuff, but adversity hit, we just kept our head down, kept working, and we made it through, and I'm thankful to be holding this trophy one time.
What was like the only mistake by the Eagles? That was like the Jalen Hurts interception, right? I think that was like the only mistake we seen for real. Everything else, I think they did good, if I'm not mistaken.
And I want to ask you about
adversity makes you the people that you are, the team that you are. Adversity makes you the team that you are. Adversity makes you the person that you are. As long as you embrace it, and we talked about that. I mean, and then our captain embracing the adversity of what he went through. I remember having tears in my eyes, embracing you in LA, and then to have you back here again. Awesome, the adversity and just embracing it and grateful for it at the end of the day.
You talk about all the players I think Howie Roseman has been, GM of the decade. I mean, oh my goodness, guy just keeps recycling and brings guys up. How do you manage all those personalities, man? You know what I mean?
What we talk about a lot is like the truce of football. It's the truce of football when you played at UCLA. It's the truce of football when you played at Penn State. It's the truce of football for Pee Wee football. It's the truce of football for high school, college, pro. Tough teams win. Mentally, physically, a relentless effort.
Get him!
With your fundamentals. It comes down to that, right? You can draw up all the prettiest plays you want to, but if you don't block well, if you don't get off blocks well, if you don't tackle well, if you don't catch the ball the right way, right? If you don't.
Yo, on this play right here, I was so scared they wasn't gonna get the fumble. The ball was on the ground for a good second. I'm like, yo, get it, grab it.
Well,
I really thought they wasn't gonna grab that bit.
The right way.
Oh,
right?
snap.
Then being on the same page, detail. And then the most together teams win. So when you're talking to a group of men and just and trying to lead a group of men, you tell them the truth of football and you just keep doubling down on that and saying the same things over. I don't have any more coaching points there. I spend them all year early on, and so and it is all those things. But I will say this, great players, but great people. Yeah. And we have selfless guys. Like, to be able to go through the ups and downs there, AJ's capable of having 1,800 yards every year. So's Devontae Smith. So's Dallas Goedert. Well, this year it went to Saquon. And it does the group rush on defense. It takes selflessness. And I think that's the people, and that's everybody wanting the good of the team and not wanting to let each other down.
Hey, Brandon, you've played for some great coaches in Philadelphia, right? Everybody from Andy Reid. You got Chip Kelly. You got Doug Peterson.
All right, so speaking of coaches, do y'all think Nick Sirianni is like the best Eagles head coach of all time? Like, who do y'all feel like is the best Eagles head coach of all time?
With him and now Nick Sirianni, and he doesn't shy away from the fact he's an emotional dude, and we see it on the sidelines. Are there times you look over him and you're like,
what was y'all last head coach y'all won the Super Bowl with? Ain't he Jaguars head coach, or I think he got fired? I'm not sure. I forgot his name. But who do y'all like better?
Hey, I love that you can be yourself as a head coach, because, sometimes as a coach, you can see like a Belichick and you don't never see him smile. You don't never see him do a lot of stuff. But with Coach, I love it, man, because show your emotion, because we put too much work into it already. And I'm just thankful that I was able to be alongside him, help him when he needed, like, to relay his message. As you know, the leaders of this team have to be able to push the message that you have, that the coach have, in order for everybody to believe. Because if we believe it, and everybody else gonna believe. And I think it's just started with us, how we practice every day. We done had no victory Mondays this year, which is cool though. I know, but he took care of us in the end.
Okay.
And we took care of him in the end too, because we were so focused these last couple weeks. We got here, we knew it wasn't easy. We knew it wasn't gonna be easy going against Coach Reid and them, because we had to go back into what we went bad on this year, because we knew they was gonna try to find us in areas, because the Super Bowl they beat us on, the Jaguars had ran that play where they motion back, and they just didn't get us on that play, but they got us in the Super Bowl. So we covered all the stuff, and I'm just thankful that the guys just were so attention to detail, and it started with Coach, because, I mean, man, we got so sick of it, but I'm so happy that we thought about it, because, you can't get tired of it, but I'm telling you, that's how much we were so on the details, and it showed up in a big way this way.
Now, we saw your broadcast boot camp. We've heard rumors of you possibly retiring after this filling, and I got a question about this. Is this it? You hanging it up, or what?
Let me tell you this. I'm about to enjoy this parade. I'm about to enjoy this offseason. And if this the way we gonna go, hey, I'm loving it.
Honestly, I think he's gonna retire. This is like, I feel like the most beautiful way to retire as any sports player, basketball, football, is after you win the championship. Just walk out in the sunset as a champion. Like, honestly, I feel like if he retire, he definitely gonna retire now.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just thankful to being able to suit up this last one. And, man, my family got to see it. And, boy, 2 rings.
That's
if
awesome.
That's what it is. Happy on that.
Let's run the shit back now.
Hey, Coach.
Look, Nate, he don't want him going anywhere.
Right now.
You talking about running back? Hell no.
I'm just telling you, I'm happy to hold this trophy another time, 2 times, and get Coach's first one. We should be going on 3, but it's all good. Because now we took care of business today.
Now, I used to send Kelsey kegs of beer to entice him. You gotta tell me what you want, okay?
Hey, Kels got him one too, baby. Hey, Kelsey's killing this offseason,
Now,
man.
Coach, you've been booed before. You've been all that. When's the next time you think these fans will boo you? Because right now they're cheering, screaming all over the place.
Yeah,
The first
you can't do no
game,
wrong.
First preseason game.
I remember hearing the story.
I don't think Eagles fans will ever boo Nick Sirianni again, bro. Like, how can you boo the man? He just won y'all a Super Bowl. You can't boo him.
Hearing the story that after y'all won in 17, 18, the first half of the first game in 18, there were some boos. We couldn't be great without them, though. We needed to play 3 home playoff games to get here. And they brought the energy, and I thought it was like a home game tonight.
It was.
Well, celebrate.
I was hearing it.
Nick Sirianni, Brandon Graham, now a 2-time Super Bowl
I see y'all
champion.
at that boot camp.
It had to be more Eagles fans than Chiefs fans, right, y'all? All right, let's move on to the next interview. We got who we got? We got the man Saquon.
And
let's see what Saquon got to say now.
Steve Weish. My bad. All right.
What we got here? Second player in NFL history with 400-plus rush yards, 5+ rush touchdowns in the playoffs.
Saquon Barkley, second player in NFL history, 400-plus rushing yards, 5 touchdowns in the postseason. First player to lead in rushing and win the Super Bowl since '98 when the Hall of Famer Terrell Davis did it. Yeah, that's all pretty good. And right now, he's good enough to join us. There's a lot of Happy Valley up here on the set, if you know what I mean.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, congratulations. I don't know, maybe you had a great birthday when you were 10 at Chuck E. Cheese or something, but this one had to be the best birthday you've ever had, right?
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to top this. It's a great way to turn 28, and world chance, man. You can't make it up.
Could you imagine this when you were a free agent? And you had all these teams going for you, obviously the Giants, that situation, but you had so many teams won you. You chose Philly. Could you see yourself here at this moment?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. One of my first conversations with Howie, he said he going to get me here, and we're going to see that confetti fall. So it's been in my mind since the beginning. I knew the talent that we have on this team. I knew the coaches that we have on this team. And, the season didn't start off how we would like it, 2-2, but we all locked in. We started buying in, and 10 wins in a row, and here we are. Rest is history.
Say, I asked you this earlier in the season, man. You gave me the political. It's all good, you know what I mean? Whether this was a redemption type of a season for you, but dude, the confetti just fell. You won the Super Bowl. How gratifying was it to know that you left one situation and your next situation was everything you could have asked for and more?
Yeah, I mean, I never lost faith. I kept pushing. I kept working. Everything.
Going from the New York Giants to the Philadelphia Eagles had been the best thing and the best choice Saquon has ever made in his life. Like, you just went from a team who has no future, has no identity, they don't even know themselves, they can't even look themselves in the mirror, to go into a team who just won the Super Bowl. Oh my, Saquon's living his dream right now.
And I learned at Penn State, the ups and downs I had in the beginning of my career.
Oh,
it's all the reason why I'm able to have the year I had this year. And here I am, a world champ, and wouldn't be able to be here without the team. The team is amazing, especially those guys up front. And shout out to the chief defense, especially the run defense. They did a great job, but
they really
at the end of
did.
the day, we're holding up the trophy.
Why do you think that you didn't need to produce the biggest game, and you guys still are able to put up 40 points and demolish a team that is that good?
I mean, look at the roster. Look at the talent that we have. You want to sell out to stop the run. Good luck. I said that after the Commanders, and I really believed it. Coming into this week, Coach allowed us to talk, and I said to the team as the week went on, my confidence grew. I don't think these guys could really hang with us. I didn't think the rush defense would be that good, but shout out to Spags and all those guys over there. But we got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts, Jahan Dotson. We got a super team, and we got the job done.
You know what I think? I think the Chiefs was so focused on Saquon, they forgot that the Eagles got Goddard A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I feel like their game plan was just focused on Saquon. Am I the only one who feel that way? I got to be tripping. I can't be tripping. There's actually no way. I feel like that's actually what the Chiefs was doing. It's like they was just focused on Saquon.
And you pulled yourself out of the Giants game to let your guys get some. And then we saw you in the Washington Commanders game, so happy for your other teammates like Shipley, who had a big run. And what is that like coming to a new team and then being kind of the leader? Guys following you and then showing that support and being selfless.
You guys understand. It takes a team, man. It takes all of us. And, Will Shipley and Kenny G, when I'm taking 30 touches in a game, they're holding it down for me during the week of practice. So loving to see those guys get in and get their opportunity. And, I learned this quote this year, and Sirianni said it, you can't be great without the greatness of others. And it's the best quote I ever heard because it's the truth. It's a team sport. It takes all of us. If one guy's off, the play's off. And it's not an accident why we're world champs. And we put the work in, and we have an unbelievable team and unbelievable coaches. And, football royalty, you can never take this away from us.
Your first 6 years, you saw this team from the other sideline twice a season. What'd you think of them then? And then what'd you think of them once you joined them?
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, good question.
6 months ago, I couldn't stand this team. And you know how things work. I'm forever grateful for everything that went on in New York, and got nothing but love for those guys. And hopefully, they're super proud of me and seeing me in this moment. But the opportunity came where I had to make the decision for me and my family, and me and my family felt like coming into Philadelphia, I'll be able to expand my legacy. I'll be able to show the world the type of player I am, and I'll be able to compete for a championship. And, it sounds crazy at the time. You believe in it, but when it actually comes to life, you're still shocked. And I'm just happy that I'm able to say I'm a world champ.
Saquon,
yes, sir.
Rushed for 2,000 this year. Derek goes for over 1,800. Josh Jacobs goes for over 1,500. It seems like the return of the back was this year. What do you say about teams valuing backs in the future of the position?
That's not going to change. You're going to have some GMs that believe back, you can go get a back anywhere. You're going to have some GMs like Howie that believe the back can be the final piece. I just hate the narrative that only with the running backs, we give too much credit to quarterbacks, we give too much credit to wide receivers. It's a team sport. And hopefully it's not that I just show that the position is back. Just change that whole narrative. If you surround a great player with great players and put him in a great environment, he's going to thrive. And it takes a team.
2,000 yards, Super Bowl championship, just got engaged.
I've been engaged.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I've been engaged. I've been engaged for like 6 months. They just start catching on. That's
a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
I've been engaged.
So that's a pretty good 6 months for you, man. Yeah. Congratulations. Go celebrate a heck of a 28th birthday.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
You got it.
Right. All right. Saquon. And I think they interviewed Saquon again, but we're going to check that out later on. Let's go ahead and go to Darius Slay and Jalen Hurts. And then after this, we got Patrick Mahomes.
Took you 13
so
years
stay put where y'all at. We got Mahomes talking to.
How's the top of the mountain?
Man, it feels good, man. I got to thank my Lord and Savior, man, for sure. And
God.
A great group of men, man. This is a great group of team, man. Took a team effort today. I'm just proud of us, man. We went out there and executed at a high level today.
No, you did. And again, your defensive line dominated.
Yeah.
And how did that do for you? Because it seemed like you guys were sitting on everything.
Oh, yeah, man. We knew what they was going to do. We just knew we got to play the second play, man. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks to play this game, and he got ability to be extending plays. So we just say, hey, man, make sure you play 2 plays every down.
Big dog, I got to ask you this, man, because you guys had 2 rookies that balled out. Just talk about their development. I mean, you see Cooper get a pick 6
on his birthday.
Super Bowl, man. On his birthday.
On his birthday. And that was his first, what? Was this his first pick? Or was that his first, pick 6? I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was his first pick, and his first pick was a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. That is insane.
Are those young guys in the back?
Man, one thing I can say about them young guys, man, they detailed. They smart. They willing to work every day. They came to work every day. Ask questions. Yeah. Every time we get ready to approach the field, man, either Q or Q always asks me, hey, man, what you think of this drive? What you think of this drive? So he makes you know that alert, man, and they take coaching well. So, man, I appreciate them guys making my job easier with the C on my chest. I love them boys, man. Like I always tell, man, Philly got a bright secondary with these young guys coming up.
What about Vic Fangio?
Oh, man, he goated up. He goated up, man. I ain't going to lie to you, man. Vic, man, he did an amazing job up there in that booth, man. He was up there calm as ever, must be.
Yeah.
Boy, look here, he was calling his ass off today, man. We appreciate him, man. He really turned his defense around, man, and brought the Philly swag back.
Yeah, but he did it without calling a blitz at all. 6 sacks, and the amount of pressures you guys got. I mean, you know that you guys in the secondary have got to be on your toes, right?
There go Jalen.
Yeah. Man, we just knew what it was, man. Vic, you know how he played. We played good ball. What up, boy? We play good ball. And, man, we just play team ball, man. That's what he believe in, team ball. And what my boy Hurts always say, keep the main thing the main thing.
Hey, congratulations to our Super Bowl 59 MVP, Jalen Hurts, who's good enough to join us. You are a guy that prides yourself.
Stop playing with my dog. Yeah. MVPs type shit. Stop playing with my dog.
Oh, you leaving?
Is that it?
I'm here all day.
He ready to celebrate.
Talk to him and you.
He ain't trying to answer no more questions.
On being so even keel. What's going on inside of you right now? Are you fired up?
Yeah,
You fired up. Don't sit there.
It's okay.
I'm still processing it, man. I just know all the work, all the effort, all the energy invested into just doing this right here, you know. And all week I answered the question of, you know, what's different? And I think that failure just lit a fire in me, you know. And I know it's all, you know, relative to what that person defines as failure, but ultimately all I wanted to do is want to win and lead my team to victories. And I know that takes a group effort, it takes everyone, and just fortunate to enjoy this moment, process this moment. I'm still processing it.
Hey,
but man,
The Super Bowl.
Hey, the way Jalen Hurts talk is tough. Like, no glaze. Like, he got wise words. Like, you feel me? I feel like he could be a preacher or something. Like, he got motivational words. Like, hold up.
Champ, dog.
I don't really be listening to, like, Jalen Hurts interviews and all that. So this is really, like, my first time, like, really hearing him, like, talk for real.
Yeah, man. What's up, Makai? Grilled out and everything, man. Got us what?
What up, dog? What up, bro?
Uh-oh, yeah.
God dang!
Custom too much. That's Richmond, VA right there, baby. Holland Springs, Virginia. Let's get it.
Guys,
Yo!
you together when you walked off after the Super Bowl 57 loss, and then last year you fell in the first round down there in Tampa. Did you guys all collectively have to look in the mirror to figure out, well, how do we get back to that game and then eventually win it? Is it something last year that happened that drove you in the offseason? I want both of you.
I think it just started off with us being just leaders on this team, man. Started from OTAs and just understanding what we was. You know, a lot of guys in this room, man, they look at themselves in the mirror and understand, like, hey, we could be a lot better. And, you know, with all our leaders on this team, man, we did a great job keep leading these guys and just do what we do, man. And we knew what type of team we is. We knew we had the talent. We just had to go out here and execute.
Well, Jalen, I'm curious about you as well. He said that everybody kind of had to look in the mirror. Did you have to?
Yeah, it takes everyone. It takes everyone, you know, and it got to be, it can't be about me. It has to be about we. And I think that's shown in how many different ways we've been able to win. And you kind of get to a point where you can see, you know, man. And I always say, you know, in the beginning of it, you always got a chance. You always had the same vision. I always had the same goal, but we was able to put it together, you know. And I think the way our defense played all year, how efficient we were all year, just being all in and winning. You know, we got to maintain that to continue to do what we want to do. I
gotta ask Big Play Slay this.
What's up?
No disrespect, okay? 'Cause he gonna keep it calm and all that. Why they disrespect this man like this? Man? Come on, man. Talk to the nation.
Nah, Jalen Hurts is really nonchalant and calm. Like, yo, like, you feel me? Like, he's just a chill guy, man. That's all it is. He's just a chill guy.
Man, I don't know what they talking about, man. If you check the podcast out, that's all I do is brag on my dog, man, because people got the game messed up. You know what I'm saying? My boy here put hard work in each and every day. I see him go grind each and every day. Like I said, if people don't want to put him in that category, he in that category. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate this man to deal. I told him as a rookie, though.
Tell him keep that shit coming.
Keep it coming. But I told him as a rookie, man, you know what I'm saying? I told him, like, hey, man, this is going to be your team. And you know, and I saw him, and I saw him execute, man. I saw the grind, because at one time he was our practice squad quarterback. Yeah. But we saw the progress there.
Tear y'all ass up.
Damn, no diddy that. Damn, but you know what I'm saying? So, and I saw him, and I saw him execute, man. I saw the grind, because at one time he was our practice squad quarterback. Yeah. But we saw the progress there.
Tear y'all ass up.
Damn, no diddy.
Yeah, no diddy, Jalen Hurts. You was tearing who ass up? Jalen Hurts, Valentine's Day is on Friday. Calm down. Hey, we got a couple more days left, Jalen. Hold on. No diddy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
No diddy.
Yeah, man, I saw it from a mile away, man, and I'm thankful to be a part of him, man. A part of this team with him, man. I'm glad to attack the field with him, man, because he's a great human being, man. We appreciate him and love him to death.
What was practice like this week, right? Iron sharpens iron. You guys both came out and dominated the line of scrimmage and the outside as well. It had to be aggressive. It had to be one-on-ones, trash talking, guys jumping routes. I know this, you know that. Explain.
It's been a long year of competition. It's, we get our reps in, and it's kind of changed throughout the year. But we work. We put a lot of work in, and I think they've done a good job of managing that as it's going on, but also continue to push the team. And so, when I came back from the concussion, the number one thing I said going into the postseason, I said, let's look back at this and say it was all worth it. Yep. And it's worth it. Everything was worth it. The ups and downs, everything. And so that's what it's about. That's what all the effort and energy is about. When you put it in like that, and you get what you put in, you get out what you put in.
It sounds like, Jalen, you heard all the naysayers, but you would never come out publicly and say that it bothered you that much. But right here, it sounds like it did bother you. Did it eat at you a little?
I never said it bothered me. I accepted it for what it was, and I found a thrill in it.
It bothered me.
It did.
It bothered me. I ain't gonna let it slide like that.
I can control.
Yo, this man's slaying.
If it takes all the hate and all the scrutiny and all the different opinions for me to be a world champion, then keep it coming.
Okay. Well, you told our Rich Eisen when you sat down with him that you had the Super Bowl 57. You're walking off in the Kansas City confetti afterward, and that was your screensaver on the phone. What are we changing it to now?
This right here is how you know Jalen Hurts is motivated to come back to the big dance and actually win it this time. He had it at his screensaver, not just his screensaver, like the lock screen. It was probably his lock screen and home screen. Like, that's how much he wanted to come back and win it. And he did it.
Ow.
That'd be one of them rings y'all get.
See, that's something that nobody even supposed to know about. But
Yo. Look, he tried to be quiet about it.
For having phones out in the team meeting.
How's that? Is that a better screensaver now?
Damn right it is. Dang right.
It should get the job done.
All right, this is for our gamers. You be on Call of Duty all the time.
Yes, sir.
Me and my son want some. You and your team versus me and my son's team, Call of Duty. Can we get it easy?
Easy work.
Because we watched you. He said
private
my son said
off season.
He said you were average.
I was probably back then.
Oh, okay.
Not now.
Okay. All right, we gotta make sure.
I'm ready to go right now.
Okay, all season and we'll figure it out.
Slay play Call of Duty.
Hey guys, congratulations.
I ain't gonna cap. I don't even play Call of Duty no more. Do y'all play Call of Duty? Honestly, I think Call of Duty fell off. Like, I feel like it'd be good for a couple weeks, maybe a month or two. And then after that, it's just like, I don't even play.
They played great. There's no way around it.
Let's hear what Kermit the Frog has to say now.
They played great from start to finish. They got after it. Defensive line played really well. The DBs played well to complement them, and linebackers as well. And so, like I said, I mean, I can't turn the ball over early in the game when it's not going our way. And
glad you know that.
From that, and try to be better the next opportunity that I hopefully get.
You're not gonna get it. You're never come back to the Super Bowl. And if you do come back, you're getting BTA just like tonight.
Did you feel more overwhelmed today than you did that day? Was that a fair thing to say?
I mean, both sucked. I mean, there's no way around it. Anytime you lose a Super Bowl, it's the worst feeling in the world. They'll stick with you the rest of your career. I mean, these will be the two losses that will motivate me to be even better for the rest of my career, because you only get so few of these, and you have to capitalize on these, and they hurt probably more than the wins feel good.
The chance at the three-peat, Patrick, the chance at the three-peat, does hurt more the chance that went by?
No, I mean, not necessarily. Well, losing the Super Bowl just doesn't feel good in either way. Anyway, I mean, I was proud of how my team fought this entire season with the expectations that we had on us, but we came up short, and so now it's how you respond, and hopefully that we can learn from this like we learned from the last loss that we had, and try to continue to get even better, because it's going to take a better football, especially for me, in order to try to make a run at another Super Bowl.
Yo, can the Chiefs please not make the Super Bowl next year? Can we please see somebody else? Bills, Ravens, I don't care. The mid Steelers, who's literally mid every single year. They're not good or bad. They're just mid. Like, I don't care. It's just somebody else with it. I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, man. Ever since I've been on YouTube, I just been reacting to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm tired of it.
You know, I didn't have to say much. You know, I thought other leaders, Chris Jones especially, spoke, and like we talked about. I mean, it hurts. I mean, it's going to hurt for a while, but how can you respond from it? we have a great football team. We still have a young football team, and a lot of these guys will be their first time having a defeat in a season. And how can you get better? How can you not be satisfied with just getting here and taking your game to the next level? And that starts with me and the other leaders on this team, but it'll feed throughout the entire team, and hopefully we can come back next season and put up a better effort.
After last season, you guys had a lot of close games. You were winning by one score, really tight games. How do you feel about this season overall? Just the type of ball you guys are playing to get there?
I thought our team played really well. I feel like I didn't play to my standard, just with especially the struggles that I had early in the season. And so there's things that I have to get better at, and they kind of showed today on the biggest stage. And so I'm about to find a way this offseason to combat what defenses are doing to me as far as rush lanes and different coverages that they're playing. And that's the beauty of football, is that you never can be satisfied with just going out there and playing and thinking you're going to have success year in and year out. These defenses are going to continue to get better and better, and so I have to get better. And so I take a lot of ownership in that, and I want to hopefully come back and play better football this next season.
That's scary. The way Mahomes just said that is like he about to do some crazy film work this offseason. Like, he ain't about to go to no vacations or nothing. He's really about to find ways to really just get better. I don't know how I feel about that, yo. Yo, I don't know what Patrick Mahomes got up his sleeve, but I do not like it. And matter of fact, respect for Patrick Mahomes for actually doing an interview. Travis Kelce, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't even do an interview. He literally walked out. So, hey, my respect level for Mahomes went up. Kelce went all the way down. Shout out to Mahomes. All right, so we got Saquon again. And then the last interview we got is going to be the next one. That's Jalen Hurts at the podium. So we got this one at Hurts, and that's it. That's all for Super Bowl 59.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You dream about these moments as a little kid, and it's just amazing to have your family and friends, and especially your family, been with me through it all, the ups and the downs, and here we are, world champs.
And a complete team effort defensively the entire game. You had a great advantage over the defense. What was so great about the game plan as a whole?
Man, big shout out to the defense. They came out and set the tone. We don't win that game without them. Offense, we came out, had a game plan. We knew that the focus was going to be on the run game, and we took advantage of it. We took advantage of it in the pass game. Jalen came out, played big, and it took a team effort. So coaches, everyone in the Eagles organization, it takes all of us.
Other than Jalen Hurts, that defense was the MVP too, for sure.
She looked prettier in person, I tell you that. You think about it, it's better in person than it is in Madden, I tell you that, playing as a kid. But it's everything you dream of, and I'm just happy to be able to hold it, give it a kiss, and be world champs.
On opening night, I asked you what it would feel like to win the Super Bowl on your birthday. Now, officially say happy birthday.
Thank you.
Also set the single season rushing yards record, and you're a Super Bowl champion in your first season with the Eagles. How do you sum that up?
Yeah, hell of a year, right? I couldn't do it without the big boys up front, everyone on this team, and I just appreciate them, the whole Eagles organization of me being a newcomer. Welcome me in with open arms, and helping build confidence back in me too. That was definitely helpful. So it was a hell of a year.
He said build confidence back in me. The Giants literally ruined this man's life when he was there. I bet Saquon was feeling miserable and depressed every single time he had to walk into that building, man.
Yeah, but all the numbers and stats or records is cool.
That's
but
insane.
The best thing is to be able to hold that Lombardi Trophy.
Saquon, how gratifying is it for you to be able to win a Super Bowl, in your first year with your new team?
It took 7 years to get here. Some up and downs, some injuries, but coming here and being part of this team, I remember the first time we were in the huddle, and I looked to my left and looked to my right, and you see all the Pro Bowlers and all the All-Pros on that roster and on that offense, and the defense. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know we were gonna have number one defense. It kind of makes sense now because with all the talent that we had, they gave us hell in practice and camp, but it's a team effort. So just year one, and why not start our dynasty now?
Talk about the group
Slow down here. Whoa.
A.J. Brown, your entire offensive line, a lot of talent on offense, and you're fulfilled with the Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, a lot of talent, but the beauty of this team is, we all want to see each other succeed. And when you have, all those guys and all those superstar names and all buy in to that mindset, buy into a team effort, that's how you get that's how you become world champs.
Years from now, what will you tell your beautiful children about your birthday at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I don't think she won't forget. Hopefully one day, maybe he's a football player or whatever he is. But it's just happy to have this moment here and have my kids and my fiance and it's my birthday. Celebrate with the kids, put the kids to sleep, and it's the off season now, so let loose a little bit.
You said it's like 40 to 6 or whatever it was. Were you at all shocked or?
No, not at all. Not at all. Coach allowed us to talk to the team, and I said it in the team meeting. As the week went on, my confidence built. I really don't think these guys can hang with us. We'll give a shout out to Spags and that defense over there.
No, facts.
Probably downplayed their run defense. They did a tremendous job. But you stop one thing, it's hard to stop the other. And so it wasn't a shock at all. But just try to stay locked in, no matter what the score was. I was so locked in when we came in half, I didn't even know what the score was. And I just kept telling myself 0-0, stay here, stay even, and till the clock hit 0.
Run defense is on point for sure for the Chiefs. Couldn't get the job done, though.
I hugged them and I said thank you for believing in me. And one of our first conversations, he promised me that we're going to be here and the confetti's going to fall down on us and we're going to be smiling and hugging. So, I'm thankful for the Eagles organization, everyone in it, but how he really believed in me and, yeah, for sure.
You, Jahan, Whitehall, Nazareth, how big is this for the Lehigh Valley?
Yeah, it's big. We were talking about it. I think we were on the stage. 2 kids from Lehigh Valley playing against each other, now on the Philadelphia Eagles. And, our story is all different. He got traded. I signed here, and we were able to win a championship. Mommy's over there. Mommy's over there, okay? You want to go to Mommy?
You said earlier that the team helped you build back your confidence. How much of a hit did it take during this offseason?
Yeah, you never know. When everyone's on the phone call, I'm not trying to bring back the past. After that phone call, hold on.
Nah, that phone call was crazy.
After that phone
from
call,
the Giants,
you have that moment and you realize you're going to hit free agency, and everyone has talks about what they view the running back position. And want to give a shout out to my agent Ed. I kind of asked him, what do you think is going to happen? And he said just trusting him, and he went to work and got me an amazing deal, and the rest is history.
Saquon, it feels like a second ago you wanted to get a little bit emotional there when you were talking about the faith the organization had in you. Why did it mean so much to you?
Yeah, I can't get emotional with all these cameras in front of me, but it means a lot because I'm a big believer in that, man. That's all it takes. Sometimes you got to keep faith, and you got to have people around you that believe in you. And from Howie to Nick to the O-line, and just the love that they pour into me throughout the whole year, it just helped me. It helped my confidence. It helped me play at a high level, and here we are, world champs.
Jada asked you a question when you signed with the Eagles. I'm sure you remember what it was.
Yeah.
Is this the answer?
Yeah. Hold on, let me answer this first, and then you can ask me a question. Does this mean we're going to win? And I said I hope so. And there's a lot of winning this year, and the most important thing, we won the Super Bowl. You ready?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was your
Be louder, be louder.
What was your favorite birthday gift?
What was my favorite birthday gift? Being able to celebrate the Super Bowl with you, SJ, Mommy, Grandma, Grandpa, and all my brothers and sisters.
W family.
What does it mean to have set the rushing record for single season, regular season, postseason?
It's cool. To be honest, the most important thing was winning the Super Bowl, because if we didn't win today, all those accolades and all those yards wouldn't mean anything, to be honest. So it's cool.
You ain't lying.
I don't want to downplay it, because I couldn't do it without the boys up front, and I know how much that means to them. For me, I'm thankful. Couldn't do it without God, but I like that Lombardi Trophy a little bit more. Thank you, guys. Take care. Get home safe.
All right. Last interview we got Jalen Hurts at the podium. Let's hear what he talking about. Let's get it. All right, this one is a little bit longer. It's 11 minutes and 49 seconds, so I'm going to try not to pause. Let this one fly out, you feel me? And then that's really it. Then we're going to be reacting to like memes and stuff. That's really it for all the interviews and post-game stuff from the game. Then this video is already 40 minutes long. It's going to be around close to an hour, but hey, no more football until September, so it's all good. They can't even hear them.
Yeah, well,
it's hard hearing the question.
I think it definitely took a team effort. It took a group effort, and only thing I can think about is all the effort, all the work that was put in over the course of time. And I think we had a focused group out there. You know, offense was able to score points, to take advantage of opportunities. You know, just enough to put points on the board, and then defense played their ass off. They played how they played all year. You know, and I truly believe offense wins games, but defense wins championships, and how that defense has been able to play. It's a great testament to them.
Jalen, how did it feel when the confetti fell to win your second Super Bowl?
Second?
Should be second.
Does she know what's going on right now?
Still processing.
This is his first. This is the Eagles' second.
It's been a long journey. It's been a journey of ups and downs and highs and lows, and I've always stayed true to it in the end, and having this vision of just being the best that I can be, and that evolving over time into this desire and this flame inside to win. And you don't do great things without the guys around you. So the effort, the work, always leaning on that, trusting in that, and trusting the process, and staying the course, and sticking to the script.
Hey Jalen, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You became only the fourth quarterback in NFL history to lose their first Super Bowl and then go on to win one. There's been at least 30 guys in their career who haven't managed to do that. I think that speaks to your mental toughness.
Broad party next.
Even the first Super Bowl, you still played great. What does that just mean to you to hear that out loud, and obviously to silence some doubters, because there have been some throughout the season?
Well, everything comes with it, you know, and I've always found a thrill in any doubt and any questioning and any opinions. It's always been something that I've embraced, and I don't want it to change now. It's because of the results. So just running your race and playing with purpose. You know, this is what I'm called to do in this season of my life, and I'm gonna give it all I have and try my best to leave no stone unturned.
Jalen, was that part of the game plan from the beginning, that you could throw against the Kansas City Chiefs and go long with your receivers?
It was just something that kind of came. It was something that kind of came. You know, I just think it's something that kind of came. You know, we just was able to execute. And I think the main thing I'll point to is you being able to find ways to win in multiple ways. You know, we've been able to be dominant on the ground, and we've been able to be efficient in the pass game and do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. You know, and I think over the course of our year, you guys have heard me say, just because we don't doesn't mean we can't. And when you hear a statement like that, I think it always comes down to, well, what is your mission? And why are you doing this? I'm doing it to win. You know, I do it to win. This team approaches it just to do the same thing, and that's what it's about. You know, I'm not going to look back at anything and remember anything that someone said about me or an opinion that was had. I'm going to think about the championships that we won.
Jalen, was there a moment in that game when it kind of becomes like, I'm over here. Let's make a statement here. Like, we're doing this to one of the best teams, best franchises in recent memory?
No.
No?
No. It's about us. It's about us and how we approach things. And it's never getting too high, never getting too low, and just processing it. You know, you got to be able to use these experiences that you've had in the past, because they're all formative for the future. And I think we've been able to do that. I think I think we've been able to do that. So I give a lot of credit too, man. I think just from a chemistry standpoint, that all those Georgia guys and all the familiarity we have on our team, how the defense plays, they've had that continuity for a very long time, and so I think they've been able to carry that on from Georgia to Philly. And honestly, the same thing on offense, being able to build off of prior relationships and be all in on this one thing, you know. And I know Saquon's new to the bunch, but we've all watched him play throughout his college career. We've always known the type of player he is, the best back of our time, and let's put it all together. Put it all together.
All right.
Hey, Jalen, David Andrade with Tico Sport. We saw you having a moment with your family after the win. What does it mean to them having this big win for you?
We'll see. I mean, I know everyone's excited. Everyone has been there along the journey, too. You know, everyone's been there along the journey. And I think it's been a ride. It's been a fun ride, and I've embraced every step.
Nah, that really got to be the best moment, though. Like, having your family, like, with you, winning a Super Bowl, that's a flex. I don't care what y'all say.
A great pride.
That's a crazy flex.
Never backing down from a challenge. Always turning my negatives into positives, turning my weaknesses and making them my strengths. And it's taken great effort and determination to evolve my game over time and just continue to grow and improve. And I know my family's been there every step of the way.
Jalen, hey, I gotta look at more Jalen Hurts interviews. Like, he really like a motivational like guy for real.
Greenstein and Louisiana Radio Network. In college,
the way he taught me getting me hyped.
First time you played for the College Football Playoff Championship, or the BCS Championship, I should say. You lost that game. You were benched in the game that Alabama won. You went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. You didn't come out on top then. You finally come out on top now. Just talk about the perseverance. You were talking about your ups and downs earlier in this press conference. The perseverance now that you have finally made it to the top of the mountain.
It's not normal. So it's been a very unprecedented journey, and the journey's, you know, it's always the beginning until it's the end. And I think it means a lot. Quantifying all that work over the years, embracing everything, taking every challenge head on, and taking every joy and moment of achievement and success head on as well, and processing them all as one.
Oh man, Jalen getting emotional. No, I ain't gonna cap, man. I'm happy for that man, Jalen, man.
All as one.
That man getting emotional.
Hi, Jalen. Congratulations. So your phone screensaver has been you seeing the confetti drop on the Chiefs.
You know, and when I think about that wouldn't even post to, you know, I told them I'm gonna start finding their ass in there. They had their phones out in the team meeting, you know,
But are you going to change it now that you have pictures of yourself in the confetti winning?
I don't know. Maybe it's something I need to stay there so I can come back here.
Yeah. Okay.
How important, Jalen, how important was it to jump out to such a commanding lead in the first half against the team that seems to always squeeze out close wins?
Well, I think for us, we've been able to win in the multiple ways, and it was just really about taking it a play at a time. You know, I look back on previous games and in the previous years, and you know, you want to put a high value on finishing, having great focus and finishing. You know, and think about the last time we were in this game. We were up 10 at halftime, and you know, they played a hell of a game to get back into it, and but we wanted to put a high focus on finishing it the right way, and it took a team effort.
Vicky Jones with VMX
I think this is the last question right here.
So Patrick Mahomes just said, literally a few minutes ago, he knew you would be back. That's one part, and how you feel about that. And the second part is, you spoke of it again, purpose. If you've had a moment to think about it, or if you thought about it beforehand, how has this win added to your purpose? The first being, again, Mahomes, what he knew about you, and and how this is added to your purpose?
I got a ton of respect for Pat and everything he's been able to accomplish. Always a pleasure competing against him. Utmost respect to him, and I think in the end, you know, things come right on time. And you know, the last time around, it wasn't our time. It wasn't my time. And sometimes you have to accept that you have to wait your turn. You know, and dealing with all the, you know, everything that came with the last Super Bowl, is you still kind of leave it empty a little bit, because as great as a performance was, it wasn't enough to win. And I think going through those emotions and processing those things and processing that experience lit a great flame in me and enhanced my desire to win significantly. And so, ton of respect for Pat, ton of respect for the process and what it takes, because all I can think about is all the work and the purpose never changes. I think you know, your values never change. You know, I think in the end it comes down to how people look at you. I'm gonna always be the same guy. You know, and I was telling someone earlier, I'm that same kid. I'm that same kid that, you know, went to the national championship and lost, and went back and, you know, got benched and had to transfer and had to go through this just unprecedented journey. And that kid always kept the main thing, and always was true to his vision and what he saw. And it all began with great leadership. Really began with really just doing it the right way, trying to do it the right way and do the right things, and kind of went into a set the example type of thing. And you know, I give a lot of credit to my parents in that.
W parents
putting the type of work ethic in me that they have, and like I said, it's only the beginning until it's the end, and the end ain't coming anytime soon.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all the interviews, the post-game interviews for Super Bowl 59. I don't think there's nothing else to react to for the NFL channel, at least. I'm going to be, you know, roaming around and seeing what they got on the recommendations for anything related to the Super Bowl or NFL. Y'all know we got the NFL Combine coming up in a few weeks, so Jive is coming up in, 2 months? So obviously it's still a lot of football left to react to and talk about. And obviously we got the off-season free agency. We're going to have trades. So, hey, football is gone, but it's not going anywhere. You feel me? It's still a lot of content for us to be reacting to and talk about, man. But hopefully I enjoy my reaction, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.